Alright, the name of this video is called How to Save $100 on Your Cox Cable Bill. We were paying $13 a month for extended basic with no premium channels and medium internet and landline phone. I know a lot of people don't use landlines. I just like to have it. I'm old school. Anyway, after my wife passed on, I had a reassessment of our service and realized that I don't like television that much because television is a sewer. And I don't need to pay for a sewer in my house. And the way that the service was run through Cox Communications, they made sure if you brought the channel guide up, they made sure that your channel guide had hundreds of channels you couldn't use. Because they wanted you to see them so that you might get excited and pay for them, which all they did was made looking for what you wanted to see a pain in the royal butt. But not only that, television has become so swamped with advertisements. I mean, buried. I mean, the 2-hour movie's now 3.5 hours. I mean, some of these movies are 5 hours long. I look at that and I go, why would I sit down and watch that? You know, why? When the movie's like 3 hours long, but there's 2 hours of commercials added to it. So, and there's just a whole realm of things that's going on television that's just not conducive to your mental health. I wish that we'd have done this 10 years ago. And my wife and I had decided to go out and do something instead of watch television. But we didn't. And it's not her fault. We did what we wanted to do. We watched the television. Most of the time, at the last year, most things she watched was Andy Griffith and all the old 60s and 70s sitcoms. And we were very blessed that our cable company had those channels. You know, TV Land, those channels. And that was a real comfort to my wife. The Andy Griffith Show was a real comfort to my wife because she grew up in that time. And she was very familiar with those kind of characters and that kind of sense of family and sense of neighborhood. But I didn't need any of it. The thing about television now is it's just completely insulting. It really is. The ads are insulting. The programs are insulting. They're insulting on... And when I'm saying insulting, I mean it is insulting for someone to force you to watch so many advertisements to watch programming. It's insulting. It's insulting to your intelligence. And YouTube's working on that. YouTube is working on it. They're going to get to the point now. I noticed that their 15-minute ads are now, or 15. Well, they're like 15-second ads. You used to be able to click them off in three seconds. Now they're 30-second ads. Now they're making you watch the whole ad. So, you know, y'all keep pushing, and nobody's going to watch your stuff. So anyway, let me get you to the $100 savings on your bill. I turned off the television. I went directly, I said I'm going to have internet and I'm going to have landline phone. And that cut $100 out of my bill right away. Now what did I have to do? What do I do for programming? Well, I stay on YouTube all the time. I watch YouTube. I see Jay Leno's Garage. I watch this guy named Scotty Kilmer who's just great on cars. I watch all kinds of stuff. There's a young girl named Doodle on a motorcycle that she's like 30 years old and she's about 5'3" tall, but she rides Harleys and she tells you all kinds of things. She's a great information source and she's very pretty too. So, and you don't have to look at 40 minutes of ads to see 15 minutes of programming. So, and there's other, if you get on the internet, you can go anywhere in the world for your information at your own pace, and nobody's going to tell you what to do for the most part. So, and I love it. So, let's get to this. So Cox has a new router that I had to update to, which I was like, okay, I'll get a new router. I'm going to take the camera off the stand. I hope I do this without it looking like a damn earthquake. Alright, so here's my old router right here. This is the old trusty dusty. This is the old D-Link, the one on the right. And this is the new Cox router right here. This actually is a router and a Wi-Fi station. I didn't know that. I mean, I guess the people at the Cox store thought I knew that. And I actually looked it up online and I saw where it said Panoramic in their website, but this just says Cox. So anyway, I kept trying to get my old trusty dusty D-Link to work, and it just didn't want to cooperate. And so we had a schedule for a technician to come out, and the guy came out, and I want to send a shout out to him. He was really awesome. I mean, he came in, he checked the lines. I've always had a problem with my line for a signal. He cut the end of the line, and he got a real good end on it, and he got the thing hooked up, and I kept talking to him about this, and he goes, well, you do know that this is a Wi-Fi station, right? I said, really? He said, yeah, it's a router and a Wi-Fi station. The password's on the bottom of the thing. I said, really? He said, yeah. So he went outside, I was so happy when he said that, and I said, well, that's great. And he said, well, let me go outside here. I got to close some stuff up. He went outside, and I looked underneath, and I got my phone, because all my phones are hooked onto this and onto the Wi-Fi, and all the computers are hooked onto the Wi-Fi, except for I got a desktop in that wood cabinet right there that I have direct connected. That's what I do my business through. And hooked it up, and lo and behold, both of my daggone phones booted up right away. I said, all right, great. So I tried to boot up my ancient ass computers, and they didn't work. And I kind of figured I had a problem, and I had to fix it. And the problem was this. Oops, there it goes. The problem was this right here. This is a Wi-Fi adapter, and it's for what the hell they call it? 5 something. There's 2.4 and 5 gigahertz. Well, the standard now is like 5 gigahertz. 2.4 used to be the standard. And this little thing is just this right here. This right here, look. It's this right there. The little thing with the little blue light on it. It's just a little USB plug-in. Ain't got no antenna or nothing on it. And you get a little disc in here. A little baby disc. Like that. Get the little baby disc out. It's here somewhere. Where are you? Alright, awesome. There it is. It's hiding. You get this little baby disc out, and you put that in the computer, in your drive there. If you have that, hopefully you have that. Download the program, and then you plug that little thing in there, and it asks you what you want to do with it. And but it was a little bit of a fight to get things up and running. You just got to make sure that when you do this process, get yourself a piece of paper and write the password on this little happy little thing right here down, so you have it, because it's good. All these devices you're trying to hook up are gonna ask for that password, and I'm pretty happy, I gotta say. And I haven't missed a television. So anyway, there it is. It's save $100 on your Cox service. Get you internet, and if you have phone, get phone. Hell, if you just get internet, if you got your own, like I've got Net 10 phones that I pay every month on. But anyway, that's how you do it. I'm real happy about that. I'm real happy about not having to look at television anymore, because I'm so sick of people yelling at me. You know, I mean, you just get sick of it. I mean, you just get sick of people acting like you have to watch this. You have to watch me. You have to watch me. Well, no, I don't. No, I don't. And I don't have to pay for it either. So, I mean, push come to shove at the end of it, hell, guess what? I got my phones, and I got radios. A regular old ass radio with the antenna on it. And I can listen to anything I want to with that. And that's free. So, just thought I'd pass that on. A little bit of old school money saving technique. And I want to say thank you so much to that technician guy, because when he came out, he sure solved a lot of problems for me, and he sure told me about how the equipment worked, and he did a great job. So anyway, I think his last name was Johnson. Great guy. Thank you much, folks. Have a good one, and God bless you, and God bless me back.